friends, apart from distractions, the brain is also strained because of multiplicity of choices. This problem was not existing just couple of years back because there were very limited options available in each and everything which you used to do. But in today's era, even when we are typing a message and we want to use a smiley, there are n number of smileys which are available. When you would like to wish your friend, practically you can call him, you can email him, you can WhatsApp him, you can write wish him on his Facebook wall. And again, there also you are choosing one of the options as to what suits you. Then you will say that if there are multiple options available, it is good for us, correct? Practically the answer is yes, it is good for us, but it is not good for our brain. Because all the things which we discussed, correct? Be it choosing a smiley, be it where to wish our friend, or for that matter, even what to wear. All these are not the decisions which are actually going to matter. However, for the brain, every time you choose amongst all the options, the brain will actually consume substantial amount of energy. And because of that, whenever you are making choices, whenever you are making n number between all the choices available, you are choosing something, practically the brain will start experiencing something known as decision fatigue. Now, this is not a problem which is only being faced by you and me. The decision fatigue is also faced by the topmost leaders of the world. However, what they have done, and something I would say that we also can follow them in that context. What they have done, they have tried to normalize all those decisions. They have tried to make those decisions into a routine decision. For example, when we talk about Steve Jobs, he used to wear the black t-shirt and jeans every day. When it comes to Mark Zuckerberg, he is wearing the same gray t-shirt every day. So what is happening? All the topmost leaders also recognize the problem of this decision fatigue, and they want to avoid that problem. Why they would like to avoid that problem? Because when your brain starts to experience decision fatigue, it will behave in a much different manner than the manner in which it would have normally behaved. For example, it will start using shortcuts to take certain decisions, which may not be good in the personal as well as professional interest. And that's the reason, friend, in your own life, you can also identify what are the various smaller decisions, correct? Which you can try to normalize, or you can try to make them as a routine decisions. And you can conserve your energy of taking decisions for some things which matter, something which are actually relevant for your life. And that's the only way to address this problem of decision fatigue. The more and more you are able to address this problem, the better and better as a professional you would be.